I don't know where the day went. Hello, welcome to Check It Out Tuesday. CIOT is my abbreviation for Check It Out Tuesday. I am Tamara of Tamara's Paper Trail. Give me a hidey ho. Let me know who's watching tonight. I suspect we might have a few more viewers tonight since I actually planned ahead and made this card. So let me know who's in the house. I don't know what that was. But welcome. All right. There's Donna. Hello, Donna. Hello, hello. Yeah, I think there's a few. So look at me go. Today I had to say to Craig, I said, guess what? He's like, what? I said, it's Tuesday. I have a live in an hour. And guess what? He's like, you have nothing prepared. I'm like, no, I do. Hi, Mary. And he's like, well, there's a first time for everything. And indeed there is. So it's quite amazing how many more people tune in when you show them in advance a fabulous card that you plan to make. So I'll just wait a minute or so and wait for a few more people to jump on. It says there are 10 people. Hi, Amy. Hello, good evening. There's Hope. Hope, were you in last night? I don't remember seeing your name. But hello. Thank you for joining me on Tuesday. Hi, Gayleen. I'm glad you checked it out. Now, did you play along last night, Gayleen? I think you said you were going to, and then I don't recall seeing your name. But a lot of times if I get, busy yakking or turning around, I recognize I missed some comments last night that were coming through. So there's Janet, there's Dana. Hi, Bernice and Tracy and Debbie and Mary Jean. Now, who asked the question last night? Oh, I know, it was Denise. I'll see if she pops in, but I might forget. I didn't see her comment at the time, but she was asking about our the glue dots, if they were well, I'm glad, Gayleen. Hola Shelley. Yes, so I think it was Denise who was asking about our rolls. Let me just flip my camera here. Our, what are these called? Mini dimensionals. And how there we go. How I was saying that I don't like the brief moment in time where they put the dots on the inside of the roll instead of here on the outside, although this one has transferred somehow. Anyway, let's see. I just ordered a whole bunch more boxes. And I was told that they were going to start putting them back the way they were before, and I sure hope so because I prefer them that way. And no, I got another sucky roll where they're on the inside. So no, they haven't. The way I understood it was they were going to go through their stock, and then moving forward, it would be on the outside of the roll again, which many of us prefer. I'm going to check a couple more boxes because Lord knows I've got, 4 boxes. Hi, Rachel. Hello. Nope, they're on the inside. Son of a gun. What I don't like about the ones I'm using right now is they're pretty dry. Like, they're essentially dry. Let's see this roll. Oh, this roll's back. Okay, this roll's a good one. This is on the outside, not on the inside. Woohoo! So they must have gone through their stock. Yay! Okay, I'm going to covet this roll. Use the other ones for all my in-person classes. So yay! All right. Oh, hi, Diane. Got some refills recently and they were the wrong way still. Yeah, so as I just proved, 2 of my 3 are still the wrong way. Hi, Andra. Thanks for popping in. Hope says, but I did watch this morning. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, Hope. I like those cards too. They were fabulous. All right. So oh, hi, Edna. Are you still at the lake? Are you back now? It hasn't been 5 weeks, has it? If it has, holy cow, where does the time go? All right. A bunch of dry ones, eh? Yeah. Well, I mean, they'd return them or they'd replace them, Shelley. Honestly, I can't be bothered to. They're good enough. All right. So tonight I am pretty stinking excited. I told Alicia, this is a 20-minute card, but it'll probably still be an hour because A, I like to talk, and B, I figure I'll just let you guys tell me what to do, and I'll make more of these using different papers and different embellishments, which is where I kind of fall apart. Now, I take no credit for this layout. Laura Seki of Southridge Studios. You got to check her out. She doesn't have a blog, but she is on Facebook. Laura Seki, S-E-K-I, Southridge Studios. I messaged her a few times, and I've told her she needed to apply to be an artisan for Stampin' Up! Because her work truly blows my mind. It's Yeah, I'll show that, Amy. Which card? This one? Yeah, we'll show you how to do it. So here's what we're going to be making. Is that the one you mean, Amy? And Edna's still at the lake. Well, look at you. Hopefully your Wi-Fi holds in there. So yeah, Laura's projects. I just love every single thing she posts. I love. So I'm like, you need to apply. And if she doesn't, I'll be very angry with her. She's Canadian. She's down east. I do believe she's in Ontario. I could be wrong, but I love, 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 love her work. So she posted a beautiful card a couple days ago, and she called it a double tent fold card. And because she doesn't have a blog and there were no instructions, I couldn't, check out how she made it. And I thought, well, I've never done even a single tent card. I don't even really know what a tent card is, but there's also these I think it's called sidestep card. I've never done one of those either. I've been doing this, 15 and a half years? Never made one of those either. So I thought I would try to replicate her card. And I came pretty close. The first crack at it was a bit of a fail in that I was just going off her photographs. Now you can see, hi Marcella, bonjour. Laura Seki, S-E-K-I. Southridge, one word, Studios. Studios or studio? Let me just see. Southridge Studio. Laura, L-A-U-R-A. Seki, S-E-K-I. She's on Facebook only, so check her out on Facebook and just scroll through her photos and through her feed. She does amazing work, but no blog. Anyway, so Laura's card, she had called it a double tent fold. And so I'm like, okay, I can find that. I go off to YouTube and yeah, nothing in there. And I couldn't even find a tent fold that I liked. But I've seen these similar, like these zigzaggy ones. And I thought, well, how hard could this be? So I sat down and on my first crack, I came really, really close. The photograph that she had posted, it looked to me like this fold, like when it was sitting down, it looked like this wasn't quite the same length as this. So this was my first crack and it works in theory, but when I go to stand it up and you can't, well, I didn't love how it sat because the card kind of wants to scooch down to hit this first little dent. And then so it was sliding a little, you can't see that. It was sliding a little bit too much this way. So I tried it again and this one is much better. Now Laura's card, this part just flaps freely. It's just flapping in the wind. But Laura's looked to me like it didn't look to me. There was a like this piece kind of had this going on. So there was a back to it that you couldn't secure to this because then it sat all weird and you couldn't fold it properly. So I'm not really sure how that worked or why, but I found with the extra piece, it wasn't really necessary. So she was my inspiration and I just tweaked it a little bit. So she has a back, like say, it goes like this on hers somehow. I cut that part off so it's just free. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It was really so simple for me to just be able to look at her photograph and pretty much crush it. I was quite pleased with myself. And I decided to keep playing with the Beauty of the Earth paper. Donna had me using that one last night and it's really pretty. I don't know why I went for a fall feel. I thought I'd go with this pattern. And so these are the dies. Let me just show you. I don't even know where. Look, it's all buried. Look at my desk, you guys. Oh my God. All right. So here's the Beauty of Friendship stamp set. Really nice. And the matching dies, which go like this. Now these are stinking huge dies. So I was kind of hoping to find, actually originally I wanted to use the blue pattern because I love it. And I wanted to do it with the snowflakes. So this one. And I might see if I can find a way to do it today. But I wanted a tree like that, a pine tree. I'm assuming that's a pine tree, yeah, to go here. But there isn't a pine tree die in this set. I'm sure if I looked hard enough in the catalog, I could find a pine tree die. Lord knows I've got lots of my retired stuff. But yeah, so then I thought, well, I can't find a pine tree in this paper, so let's find paper that has kind of these kind of trees. So this is the pattern that I found that kind of had these kind of trees. And from there, I thought, well, this piece will fit. It does have a big honkin', you can you can make it like this. And maybe I will on another one. But I thought, okay, well, the color that I wanted to pull this yellow out of it. And for me, that screamed the bumblebee. And so now it's kind of a fall card because I didn't put any leaves on it. So now it's a fall. I like that color scheme. So we can play around with it. This could be the dark brown and I can make the birds yellow. I decided to use the back of of this paper for just the green. And I played around. I've got lots of different options. This is the old olive. We could use this as from our old olive 6x6, whatever they are, party pack of all the neutrals, or all the, what are these, subtle? No, neutrals. What's old olive? Old olive is a Regal. Regals. Hi, Laurel. Nice to see you. Long time no see. Welcome to the party. Look what we're making tonight. Okay, so that is where we started from. I will show you this and show you just how quick and easy it is. And maybe we'll move on to some other papers. So keep in mind a couple papers you might want me to try, knowing that I suck at doing the embellishing on the fly. But I'll try. That's all I can do is try. So let's see if I can remember how I did this. And I did it, like I say, just looking at the picture from Laura's site or page or post or whatever we're going to call it. All right, so this is what we're going for. So I could tell right away, I'm like, well, this is almost just a card base folded in half. But then there's this little squiggly part. So I thought, well, it's got to be 5.5 by 4 1/4 at most. So this actually is 5.5, and this is 4 1/4. So when I tried to figure out what was what, I just grabbed one of my layers that I have a stack of these cut. So this is our standard 8.5 by 5.5. And so I figured, looking at hers, I can pretty much tell by photographs what size things are. And I guesstimated that this top little flap was 1 inch. So grabbed my trimmer and I just kind of worked backwards. I thought, okay, well, if this is 1 inch, still haven't found my scoring blade, but I haven't looked either. That involves getting on my hands and knees. All right, so I'm going to score it at 1 inch. And then, like I say, on my first crack, I did a second score line at 3/4 of an inch. That was 1 inch. And then I did 3/4 of an inch, but I don't like how that sits because it wants to sit here. And then it just was weird. So I scooched it over. Let's do it this way. So the score line was at 1, and then I'm going to scooch it over and I'm going to score it again at 2. And that is all you need to do for the scoring. But if you really want to, you can, if you measure this, it's 6.5. So we can score it again at 3 1/4. Let me just double check my math. 6.5. So yes, I could indeed score it at 3 1/4. Or what I could just do is fold it up to this first score line. So this is going to be our zigzaggy part. So this, we're just going to fold to this first score line right here. My shadow, I've got shadows. What's going on here? Okay, so I'm going to fold it there. So put that right up to the score line, and that should be 3 1/4. And that is all there is to it. Oh, no, there's not. It's not quite. I just need this extra little flap here. All right. Let's see if we can get my lighting a little bit better here. I'm all screw-whiff on my lighting. All right, so here is the base, and then we're just going to fold this up the 1 inch and down at the 1 inch. So it's an accordion, like that. Done. Done. Laura Seki, S-E-K-I, Southridge Studios, on Facebook, Marcella. Thank you, Tracy. Feel free to share her link there, Tracy, if you can, if you're just hanging out. All right, so then all I did here is I made this piece, which I think is 4 1/4 by 2. Let's just double check. 4 1/4. Oh, by 2 1/4, sorry. So I'm just going to take a little chunk, 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. What is this? Is this little piece left over? 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. Yeah, let's do that. So, so like I say, this is what Laura had done somehow for her piece. And this was just, I can't imagine it was taped to anything because then it doesn't want to lie flat properly. Maybe it does, but then, no, then you can't. Oh, yeah, you can. I don't know. Maybe we could tape that. Does that look weird? Hang on. I guess we could. It would still fit in an envelope. Okay, let's do it Laura's way then, but let me just make sure everything's going to open properly. Yeah, I guess it will. All right, we'll do it Laura's way. This is, I'm going to make it 2 1/4 because that's what I did here. Look at me, just rearranging on the fly. 2 1/4. Okay. I will, Donna. I'll do it. It didn't make sense when I was first trying it. So we'll see if I can make it work this time. So this is just 2 1/4 wide. And it was 8 1/2. 8 1/2. And so when it's folded, it's at 4 1/4. Does that make sense? So 8 1/2 long by 2 1/4 wide. And just fold it in half. All right. So then let's see how much paper I have left. Jewels everywhere. All right, so then this piece here will be 3, because this should be 3 1/4. So this is going to be 3 by 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 3. And 5 1/4 by 3/4, because this little bit is 1. So this is 3/4. Like that. 5 1/4. And then this piece should be 2 by 4. 4 by 2. Look at that. So I'm going to cut it at 4 by 2. It is that simple, ladies. And now we just tape it together. Like, how quick is this? It's 7:16. Half the time has been rambling, as per. Tape it down. I'm having all kinds of issues with this tape roller. This one, I tell you. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Thank you, Tracy. Yep, amazing work. Like I say, if I pray she applied to be one of our Stampin' Up! Artisans. I simply adore her work. It is all, it's just stunning. Stunning. The detail, yeah, the attention to all the detail is just so nice. Okay. So, what other paper should I use here, gals? Think of another set, or we're done. And we'll just call it a night. Oh, do I, Brandy? Hi, Brandy. Did I throw my extras in the... I don't... Now I have to watch the replay. I don't know, did I? All right, so this piece, well, now I'm curious what I threw. I don't know. Oh, for the love of God. Hey, Brandy, are you coming on Friday? I've got, I think I have one extra thing of swag if you want to come by, 6:30. Kids are a little big. I was going to say you could bring the kids. There's a park nearby, but I guess they're a little bit old for the park. All right, so then I'm taping this part to the front. So I'm just going to run, I used glue on some because this thing was annoying me. But I'm just going to put tape, you know, about 1 inch up the butt end of it here. Tape roller must be a sister to the few of mine. Yeah, there's just some that, I don't know, it could be just too mangy. All right, so I'm lining this up right at the bottom of this flap. And so on mine, I just left it free. But we're going to try and see what happens if I tape this down. And we'll see if it just lies nicely or not. So I'm just going to tape about 1 inch on the bottom too. And I'll line that up with the bottom edge here. Okay, so I guess it just didn't look like Laura's when it was sitting here, because with hers, when she took the picture, it looked like this was really centered. Like it looked like it was like this. And mine's not. Mine's like that. But I guess it works. I don't know which I prefer. Okay, well, I guess I don't really see the point of it, but other than it's kind of cool. Sure. Double tent fold. I mean, and I guess we could tape the whole thing down solidly. Didn't have to be limited to the bottom inch. But anyway, okay, well, it works. Okay, so we have a yellow tree. Why don't we try, well, I suppose if I try a early espresso, is it going to look like there's been a forest fire? Let's try it. One way to find out, I guess. Or maybe what I'll do on this one is I'll do the tree as I originally did, and then maybe we'll make it not a fall tree. Maybe, okay. All right, let's do it, people. No, you have to run to Calgary. Oh, okay. I'll let it go this time. But join us soon. Maybe the August one, Brandy. Pardon my butt. I need to find some scrap. We need a big piece for this tree. It's a big honking tree. So we need a big piece of scrap. So I'm using the early espresso. Run it through machine. If I can find, there it is. It's a bit of a mess in here. Shocking, I know. Okay. So this is the first time I've played with this set. So yeah, I'm trying to challenge myself to use everything I buy. And considering I buy 85% of every catalog, I've got a lot of things to try. This is not my usual. I mean, you know that I'm not a fan of nature. I would like nature a lot more if it wasn't for all the nature. The bugs, the dirt, the bugs, the things that bite me. I don't like things that bite me. You know what I'm saying? If there were no bugs, I'd be a lot happier. Okay, so this is very dark, but I've seen a lot of fun cards where, for a nice fall look, they cut out the leaves using this piece. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I don't think I'm going to use it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like for fall coloring. And then I think I'm going to do the leaves in Old Olive. Because I have seen this on other cards and it looks quite pretty. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to glue that on there, but okay, look at that. So these, it gives you the fall look. No, Jennifer, what the heck? I'll be making more. Okay, so you can see how that would make a pretty fall tree, but I'm going to do Old Olive. In fact, how about if I use this piece and it'll give different tones. Oh, brilliant idea, Tamara. Thank you. You're a genius. I'm on a roll this week, man. Soon I'm going to design the projects for my team meeting on Friday. Might be tomorrow's entertainment. Tomorrow I have a very full calendar. Very, very full. I have to take the dog to the spa. Goes to get his hair cut. And then I'm meeting a girlfriend for coffee. Then I got to swing by Costco. I don't do Costco very often now that the kids are out of school. Their high school is right near Costco, so I could go every day if I wanted to. But I've realized that other stores sell eggs, and it usually doesn't cost me $300, so I haven't been going to Costco quite as much. All right, so here, put adhesive on the back. Yeah, I could do that. That would be logical, though. And okay, that's very dark, though, isn't it? You know, I like this for another project, but I don't, it gets lost here. So I think I'm going to stick with, yeah, I'm going to stick with the yellow tree, and we'll use that on a different project. So, yeah. Now, I wanted to show you something. I had a customer ask me the other day, she was going to order Bumblebee. And I said, well, you know, or she said, should I get Bumblebee or crushed curry? And I said, honestly, they are so similar that I recommended crushed curry for her, because Bumblebee is an in color and, you know, it's going to retire, and then she could be hard pressed to find matching stuff moving forward. I just wanted to show you the difference between Bumblebee and crushed curry. It is so slight. This has just a drop more, maybe a brown, I don't know, but look at the difference. So slight. Farm eggs, yeah. I love eggs. I love eggs. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that very subtle difference between the bumblebee and the crushed curry. All right, back to the show. I'm going to cut out another tree, and I'm going to use bumblebee because it's just fun to say. All right. And yes, like Donna said, we absolutely could put the self-adhesive sheets on the back of this tree. I don't really want to. Well, okay, I will. But here's why I don't really want to. I love this stuff, but on intricate... first I have to find it. I only have 4 packs of it. And of course, all I can find is the open, or the not open pack. So hang on. I tend to shove things in the wrong cubbies. And then I can't find them. Okay, this isn't going well. Now you just have to stare at my butt. You're welcome. Huh. Well, it's not like I'm ever going to sell this pack, so I guess we're opening a new pack. This is the story of my life. All right. So these are our old ones that retired ages ago, but they're the same thing. So it's a good tutorial in case you ever want to use these sheets. All right, so I would like a strip that is about the same size as this, and this is 3 inches wide. So I'm just going to cut off a chunk of this. So this is essentially a sheet of our snail adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to go 3, and then this is approximately, I hear a little mouse, 4 1/4. I think somebody just came down and got ice cream. Ice cream, you guys. I've been so motivated not to eat badly. It's ridiculous. Now that I knew I lost a little. I'm wearing my skinnier shorts, my size 16s. I'm pretty excited. So I'm feeling really good today that they haven't, like I've worn them all day fairly comfortably. Like I haven't had to change them because they're cutting off the circulation to my belly button. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right. So for this, I'm taking off this top wax layer. Okay, and then this piece where my thumb is, this thumb, because I have 2 thumbs, it's got the sticky adhesive on it. So you carefully try not to get it all over your fingers, and you turn it over, and you're putting it on the back of your cardstock. I made this mistake once, and I went like this, and then I ran it through the die cutting machine. No, this is the back. So we're making a sticker out of this. Right, so now we're going to run it through. And the reason that I didn't want to do this is when they're intricate, it can be tricky to get it through to get a good cut. But I'll do it. It's just a little bit more faffy. All right, so I'm going to go back and forth 2, 3, 4, 5 times on my die cutting machine just to make sure it cuts. Because now it's that much thicker, right? It needs to... I need to make sure that it's cut all the way through. This is not just your normal layer. Now it's 2 layers. So you want to make sure that it's cut all the way through. When you turn it over, you can tell. You can tell quite easily whether it's cut or not. And it is. Okay. So now we will pop this out. So they're great to make your own little stickers. And so he's going to come off here. All right. Bring back in our card, which I have lost. Here we go. And now it is easy to peel and stick. The only downside to having done that, now that I think about it, is that there's going to be sticky on the back of these that are overhanging. But I can work around that. So now, you know, grab a spot and just pull. You're just taking off the backing. Oh, my phone is ringing. I wonder if it's Slovenia. I've had like 2 phone calls from Slovenia in the last week. Like, interesting. Okay, I'm going to go this way. Peel this off, and now we have a sticker. Okay. So if I were to put it in this, I could put it in the center. I'm going to put it over to the left a bit. And so I'm putting this tree right down at the base because I don't want it to be taller than this panel because this is just going to fit in one of our envelopes. Now, like I said, there's it's sticky on these little thingies now. So ooh, they're delicate. I was going to say I could just roll I could just kind of roll it off, but I can't. It's too delicate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my embossing buddy and I'm just going to poof it. Can you see what I'm doing? You can't see what I'm doing, but anyway, I'm poofing it, taking off some of that tack. It's not really poofing because I've got it. There we go. There we go. That's still a little tacky. Anyway, if I were to do this again, I wouldn't make this strip. I would cut this narrower so that it wasn't going to be sticky on these branches. Makes sense? Okay, Nancy says, instead of going back and forth more, have you tried just putting a piece of scrap under? Yeah, yes and no, I've done it. Nancy, so you're making a shim is what you're doing. And yes, you absolutely could. Seems like a lot of work to me. I'm just easier to go back and forth and back and forth. But yep, there's absolutely, that's absolutely an option. Now this little piece I might want to keep for future because it's got the sticker, you know, I might want to cut out a bird or something with that. So usually that gets kept because the stuff isn't free, right? So there's our tree. Still a little sticky, but not enough that it's going to impede anything. All right, let's get a label from my bucket of stuff. So again, whenever I'm cutting, you know, some of these for a class, I'll cut an extra 4 or 5. And then I have them for projects like this where I'm like, okay, let's see what this looks like. Oh, maybe I want, okay, the ovals aren't around anymore, but maybe I want this shape. Maybe I want, you know, whatever. So it's just my little label tickle trunk. Shall we call it the tickle trunk? Sure. This is the one I've opted for because that's what Laura used, and so I did what Laura did. And somewhere in here, oh, it's getting messy, guys. Somewhere in here I have my foam. You're gonna make me stop and clean up, aren't you? Because I can't find anything now. Let's put some things away. Hang on. See, I just need someone to sit here and clean up as I take things out and put them down. Somebody needs to come along and clean up after me because... Where is it? Where could it have gone, for heaven's sakes? Luckily, I have 15 more. This is actually my paper piercing one because you can see all the holes in it, but it works. I need a sip of water. All right, I am using early espresso. Let's try to use a spot that doesn't have a ton of holes in it. And the sentiment is from this stamp set, The Beauty of Friendship. I used it last night. Friendships refresh the soul. And apparently nature does that too. I don't know. I wouldn't really know because as discussed, I don't really do nature. Okay. Yeah, I love early espresso. Love it. Love it hard. Okay. Now for this one, again, you can run a bead or you can use a little strip of tape. I actually use my glue on this one, but something tells me I'm not going to get enough out of it. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, so I just ran a little bit of glue along the edge and popped it down here. 2 little birds sitting in a tree. I don't know. They're brown birds. I don't know if that's a thing. But the birds also come out of this bundle. They're ever so cute. And they look like friends. So I thought I would use them. Tie in the browns, right? We didn't have anything else that was brown. So I tied those in. Little birdies. Thanks, Nancy. Now, bring in my dodgy glue dots. So I am determined to use these up. Somewhere in here is my pokey tool. There's one. Grab another one from my bucket. This is what I use my Stampin' Up. Oh, my Stampin' Up mug. Oh, finger dauber down. It's okay, Gerald. Anyway, I use this to hold a bunch of things. It's gonna fall on the ground. You just wait. You just wait. I know it to be true. Okay, my little birdie friend one. And he's gonna sit over here. My little birdie friend too. And he is going to sit over here. I grabbed, again, my gold. No, they're stuck to a stamp. Oh my God. All right, my gold glitter enamel dots. These are still current, right? Pretty sure they are. Wouldn't bet my life on it, but. And so for those, I used a big one, a medium one, and another medium one down here. And done. Now, it seems to buckle a little bit, so I don't know. I don't know if I like this extra piece. It doesn't really add to it, but when it just buckles a little bit more. But anyway, a double tent fold. I guess it gives it more stability. Stability. Okay, let's see. Let's see which one. Aw, thank you, Melanie. Melanie, where are you from? I don't recognize your name. Chorsky. Melanie, welcome if it's your first time, and thank you very much. Laura Seki gets the credit for this fold, but how fun is this? I'm thinking we could do all kinds of different things. Like, we've done Z fold cards before, but now this will fit in an envelope because, as discussed, it is 5.5 by 4 1/4 to that tip. So, oh, just a hair. No, you can scooch in there. He'll fit. There we go. We'll fit him in there. Yeah. Dave just asked who's screaming. Oh, that's Gerald. Oh, hello, Melanie. Okay, friends with Shauna. I was going to say, are you one of Denise's gals? But yes, Shauna in Moose Jaw. So there's our card. All right, so it's 7:36. I can do another one. Foam Lake, Saskatchewan. Foam Lake. Never heard of it. Look at that. Cool. Okay. Absolutely, Amy. But again, is Laura Seki gets the credit for this. She called it a double tent fold or something. Double tent fold, I think. But check out her site and give her the credit because, yeah, it's fun. What paper should I do, you guys? Let's see if we can crack one off together. Let me just, you guys make a comment. It takes a minute or two to, mine again floats freely. 2.5 hours east of Saskatoon. Well, look at that. Learned something new today. Thank you, Melanie, and thanks for popping in. Say hi to Shauna if you see her. All right, so I'm just going to clean up a little bit because, I'm going to lose those birds. They're going to be gone. What should I use next? I'm going to pop this away. Oh, and then look, okay, so this is, what did I use? This is what I'll use on the envelope. No, it's not. This is what I used on last night's card. Yeah. Tidings of Christmas. Tracy, you have a problem. New Christmas paper with the stocking stamp set. The new Christmas paper in the Tidings of Christmas, Donna. When I was in the UK, I think they called them step cards. Yes, there's a side step card, Janet, and I've never done one of those either. And now I'm questioning all my life choices as to why not, because they're not hard. I just never did. Generally I need a card to inspire me to want to try it, and Laura's did that. She inspires me so much. Okay, Quiet Meadow bundle. Oh, but what designer paper goes with that? Okay. I'm curious as what Donna's thinking. Tracy just wants me to use the one that she's obsessed with. Quiet Meadow, the annual. Oh, so that I think that is the Tidings. What the heck is going on? Tidings of Christmas. Let me just see if this one. Quiet Meadow. Quiet Meadow. That would be an easy one, actually. Where is he? Quiet Meadow. Here it is. Because there are so many easy pieces. Let me just show this one. Yeah, Tidings of Christmas. Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know about that, Tracy. So the Tidings of Christmas, or the Quiet Meadow, would be super easy to embellish on the side with these. And there's not a paper necessarily that goes with that one. Okay, well, you know what? If I got my act together, I can maybe do both. Let's try it. Let's see if I can crack off two. It's going to be a crafting frenzy. Let's just check stuff over here. Okay, I need my... can get chucked down here. Let's see. Okay, I'll try Christmas first. All right, let's do it, people. Let's go. My very large pre-order is supposed to get here Friday. Oh, so exciting. That pre-order, I think mine's due Friday as well. Okay, so I'm going to score it 1 inch. For those of you who are late, Jennifer, I'm going to score it 2 inch. Throw your scraps in the air like you just don't care. I seriously have to go back and look at the video and see what Brandy saw. Because obviously that's what I do. I don't know. I'm curious. All right, so I'm cutting this. I'm also going to take another piece that I have that was... where are all my pieces? Oh, I must have used them all for my upcoming class. Okay. So these ones I'm just going to cut at... what was it? 2 1/4 or 2? I think it was 2 1/4. Where's my cards? Cards. There. I think it's 2 1/4. Ruler. Yo. Oh, here it is. Okay. 2 1/4. All right, so this one's even folded already. So I'm just doing all the cutting right now, or a bunch of the cutting. Okay, so 2 1/4 for that one, 2 1/4 for this one, and I guess we'll take them down and go from there. Okay, I expected my order. Signed for so many swaps. Oh yeah, I have to pre-order those. Supposed to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, excellent. Yeah, I don't expedite because if my order is over $700, which it almost always is, you end up paying $50 in shipping. Well, that's too much for me. I'm not paying no $50 because it doesn't always get here earlier. Oh, that was a bad score line. Okay, pardon my head. My eyes are a little bit dim. Now I want to break into song. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not got my specs with me. I have not got my spectacles with me. And these are not good score. Okay, let's try to make this. All right. Now you're going to be humming that song the rest of the day. You're welcome. Okay, and then this one. Let's try this. Shipped within 3 hours. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, Shelley, that a lot of people's shipped same day. It's fantastic. Okay, and then this is going to go this way. All right, so we've got 2 card bases made. Now we just have to decorate. All right, let's bring in totally ordered after 10 a.m. Yes, that's fantastic. I think I ordered... Did I order before noon? I don't even know. All right, Tracy, my tidings-obsessed friend. Let's see what patterns I have left. I thought I had another pack of this stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, I do. Of course I do. Okay, my dinner is expanding because now I feel the pants cutting into me now. All right, which patterns are we feeling? Now, if I want to do stockings, then I think I want somewhat subtle. Nothing too crazy. That doesn't scream Christmas to me. This one is subtle, but does that scream Christmas? No. But we want the stockings, right? Okay. Oh, look, I just happen to have some cut out. Ha ha ha. Look at me go. Now, so I'm going to want that to go nicely on. That would go there, hey? Fold. Oh, I'm having a holiday Head Start class. Ooh, on August 2nd. No, look at the big brain on Tracy. Fireplace card. Yes. Okay. I might have to have a solid stocking because I like this paper. So if that was the base and the front, and then the top could be... maybe this should be more subtle in the back. It could be green. Oh, I love it. Sure, let's just do it. I can't overthink it. Time is money here. Time is money. Let's cut this one. So this has to be... No time to think, Tamara. 5 1/4 by 3, right? So I want it 5 1/4. First I'll cut it 3, because then I have options for the other piece. 3. 5 1/4. Oh, wheels are turning. Ah, there you go. 5 1/4. By 3. And then this is, where's my other scrap? What? Did I throw it? Oh, this little strip. Oh, that's not one. Okay, so then 5 1/4 by, hi, Coda. Here's my buddy. Okay, so 3/4 by 5 1/4. All right. Oh, I don't want that. Oh. And then what was I going to do on the top? I was going to do this one. Okay, so that's going to be 2. Hey, bud. I'm not playing with you. I'm busy. Oh. Oh, you're finding your toy. His favorite game is hide and seek. And so we hide a toy in a blanket. And he'll dig and dig and dig until he gets that toy out. Oh, no, what have I done? It's supposed to be 4 1/4 or 4. Wrong size. What you got there, pal? Hey, what you got there? 4. Okay. So this is going to go here. Stupid snail. Stupidness. Okay. And breathe. Snail is our friend. Okay. What you got there, Coda? Yeah, what is the other side of this paper? This might be a little dark. What do we think? Is this going to be okay? Sure, it'll be fine. But I don't really want this on this side. I think I want something else. Sure, let's do this. I'm sure I have a strip of it down there already, but 3/4. Where are you? 3/4 right there. 3/4 by 5 1/4. All right. Tape this down here. Nope. You're going to get checked against a wall in a minute. Okay. All right. Tape that down there. Okay. Lynn, hi. Okay, let's put this down here. Okay, let's tape this. Gently. I'm pushing too hard is, I think, the problem. Gentle. Okay. Go there. There we go there. No, it's not. Like this. Okay, now looking good, looking good. Let's get our little tickle trunk of labels. Now this one calls for something a little extra fancy. How about there's circles. What's this one do? Oh, I guess it depends on what sentiment I'm using. My eyes are dim. I can't. Okay, where did the stamp set go? Here we go. Ah, may your days be merry and bright. Now, I'm trying more and more to use everything in one bundle together. So, you know, I like to use the sentiment that comes with the set. Just because then it shows the versatility of the set and that people know they don't have to buy 7 different sets to make the card that I'm showing them. So with that, let's see what we've got for other shapes here. Is this one going to fit? No. An oval. I've got a postage stamp. I don't want an oval. I mean, square. Might need to see what else I've got. 4. Okay. Oh. Where did I put it? Here they are from last night's show. Haha. Seasonal labels dies. It's new. I got this from my pillow gift for Maui that I did not go to. So, but I got these in lieu. So 2 years of hard work, I got myself some labels. I'm not bitter. Maybe a little. Okay, that. Yeah, got it. Nailed it. Okay. Scrap. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Now, should I also cut out what stocking am I going to want while I'm here? I want. Where'd my Mr. Stocking go? What a surprise that it's lost in the rubble. Here it is. What are the chances? So that doesn't work. He's not solid enough. Maybe I just need to cut out a couple of stockings out of. Oh. Aha. Okay, let's try this. This. Okay, cutting plate. All right, we're almost there. Don't know if I can get to the meadow one. We'll see. But I'm doing good for me for crafting quickly on the fly because I'm not very good at embellishing. My back is barking at me. All right, so here is one stocking. Now, hang on. I'm going to do, what's this pattern? Where's this pattern gone? Here it is. Hang on. I have a vision. It's Tracy's fault. Okay, and then we're going to go, is this snowflakes? Yep. All right. Okay. Can you smell the smoke from where you are? The wheels turning? Hey, there's conversation going on over there. I'm not down with. Okay, now I think I am going to try to, well, I was hoping that there was a die for the little thingies, but there's not. The little, the cuffs. So I'm going to make my own. I do have other retired stocking sets that I've been coveting, which I suppose now I should probably sell now that we have this one. But that's a project for another day. So I'm just going to run the stocking through 2 more times. I'm going to make my own little cuff. Man, an hour can go fast. I haven't even been yakking that much. I've been fairly focused for me, right? Look at this. Okay. All right. So every time I see the start, I have to remind myself I don't need another Christmas tree. Yeah, no. Okay. Could you put the thread along the top of the green, hanging down, and then add stockings? So what? Could you put thread along the top of the green? Yes. Hanging down a bit, and then add stockings so it looks like in the background. Yes. Of course you could. Looks. Oh, Tracy. Sorry. Then add the sentiment on the front. You can do whatever you want, man. It's your card, sure. So what I'm thinking here is something like this, and I want to cut off these cuffs. And I don't know, this might look like crap. We'll see what happens here. Okay, I'm just going to round these a little bit. Hope. See what we come up with. It's cute. Sorry, Shelly. Oh, I'm such an enabler. Oh, look at this would be even better. How cute is that? All right, where's my glue? Okay, 7:54. Yeah, we're totally not getting to the meadow one. But my challenge to you, Amy, would be you do it. Do you have the meadow set? make this card using the meadow stuff. Okay, so that is cute like that. Could do another one. Kind of want it stitched too, though. That was this flower. Which one was that? That was this one. All right, hang tight. You're not going anywhere. Now you're curious to see how this ends, right? So we're going to do this. This is in Sahara Sand, and I just want the tip. So, scrap. Sahara Sand. I seem to be up for challenges this week. Okay. And I'm not going to die cut it. I'm just going to fussy cut it. How cute. I mean, I could die cut, but... Oh, I see comments coming through, but I'm trying to cut. Hang on. Or stamp the DSP. That's a good idea. So many options. I hope I'm inspiring you to try some new stuff here. So many great ideas. Thank you, you guys. All right, so then this one I'm going to... There's a bit of glue on that too. Ah, long nails. Ah. And then you could also do, you know, little heels and toes too, but how is that? And then where is my die shape is here, and it is going to be, it's the most wonderful time of the year, which it truly is. I love Christmas. Thinking, oh, gotta use my new, my favorite green. Thinking of going to Disneyland over Christmas this year. But I can't leave my parents. I won't leave my parents on Christmas Day. I just won't. But I'm thinking we've got these flight credits from Maui that wasn't. And yeah, oh, crumbs. I just finished cleaning up my desk and I'm missing a stamp. Oh, Shelly. Been there. Okay, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Yeah, baby. This needs a little bit more red to it. I don't think I'm loving the green background. I'm thinking, you know, it might have been, I don't know. Anyway, if we... I'm going to tape this one down. No time to overthink it. It is 7:57. Oh, gently, Tamara. There you go. See? It almost would be like a bull in the china shop all the time. Like that. And then this one I think will pop up. Oh, dimensionals. I hate to start a new pack because my OCD kicks in and it drives me a little crazy, but time is money. We must start a new one. I start them in the middle and then I work out and then I've got this whole, what am I doing? That doesn't work. This is what we're doing here. So I love it. Then again, this green, I know, Melanie, we can be good friends. It is my favorite. And if you would have watched last night, I showed off my new shirt that is the same color. Like there's Stampin' Up! Being on trend again. You know what? I am going to pop this up on dimensionals, but I have to be strategic about it. One's going to go over here, and then one can go down here. Yes, I bought a shirt that is Evening Evergreen. So this is going to go like this. It needs some... it needs some red. That's what it needs. Cherry cobbler would be my first choice. This is real red. It's gonna have to do. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut. Red gems. Yes. Yes. Hope. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I am going to thread this here with my claws or my talons. Oh yeah, a little pop of red. tie a big, beautiful bow. Ah! I love it when I just come on here with you guys and your help, and I end up loving the card. Because I couldn't do this. If I sat here by myself, it would take me 4 hours, and I would fiddle fart around, and I would overthink everything. Okay, I might have cut way too much ribbon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Love me a good bow. Yep, yep, yep. And we do have red. Red, 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 red. I just have to find the right bucket. And no. Maybe there's some red in here in my holiday rhinestones for sure. I do have red ones, pure red ones somewhere, but hey, look, there's these ones. Let's use these because they're here. Okay, I'm tired now. Okay, should I line them here? Should I just dot them there? Do I even need them? Yeah, I need some. Just the one. I think just the one. Are we done? I think we're done here. A line? Yeah, I was thinking a line too. I want it to be done. But I have to use 1 or 3. You know the rules. No. Should I just leave it at 1? Tracy, help! Thank you, Edna. Tracy, help me. Huh. Just 1, right? We're done? No. Does it need more? Thank you, Mary. That is a big ass bow. I want more, but I think more is too many. 1, says Melanie. Each corner, yeah? Thinking here? I don't know. You know me, I have problems with, I don't know if that's going to be weird. Okay, well, pretend that those were centered. I think that might be weird. Walk away, says Donna. Okay, I think we're done here. I think we're done. I want to do more. You know I do. Now I have a little mini glue dot stuck to my label. Walk away. There we go. Take it off. We're going with 1. Yes, Lynn, you can't just say yes. Because I don't know what you're saying yes to because there's a minute delay. I think we're done with the 1. We'll see. I'll look at it. It's so fun, right? All right. So I think you can see the possibilities with so many of our papers and the embellishing. Oh, I probably should have left that tail long. I do like long tails, but... Aw, looks like a present. I like it. I like it a lot. So here is my first one. Here is my second one. It just gives a little depth. It's just, okay, yeah, I do like it taped down. Better than my free-floating one. So fun. Thanks, Shelly. Okay, I challenge you guys to try this. Make sure you credit Laura because it's her layout, okay? You gotta tie it back to Laura. I love it. That's it. It is 8:03. I hope you learned something new today on Check It Out Tuesday. Next up, I've got my class on... No, that's in a week. I got nothing. I got my team event is Friday. So I won't see you guys again until Monday. But, you know, I might be posting little things here and there. And so stay tuned. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight. That was fun. And look at the chaos. I'm going to walk away and then tomorrow I'll come back and clean it up. So thanks for popping in. We will see you next time. Bye.